Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. It's Wednesday afternoon and I'm sitting here. I'm doing one of the little booties that go with this. I'll move that out the way. That's going with this little cardigan. I have a little hat done and I'm going to do a little bit more of the tutorial after I've done this video for this, to get the whole tutorial for the whole little cardigan up. But I had already knitted the booties. I've just knitted one bootie in one mitt because I don't need them for the picture. I already have a 16-inch that I'd done with a bonnet and 16-inch with a little pom-pom little hat. You know, one be suitable for a girl and one suitable for a boy. I both have two pictures to put on. I was just wanting to knit the booties and the mitts for to work out the sizes. I have already done the bootie and the mitts for the 16-inch. The mitts are okay, but I think the booties might be a bit too big because I was just doing the single one of each so I can get the pattern written out. But I think when I did the lemon little bootie, it was far too big for a 6 month, because that's what the 18-inch would be for a 3 to 6 month old. And I thought it wasn't much bigger than the instructions I've got for the 16-inch. So I think I need to knit the 16-inch, just do one 16-inch as well and make that a little bit smaller, because I'm doing the size that I did for the instructions that I had for the 16-inch, for the 18-inch for this one now. So I'll need to do a 16-inch as well to work out that size a little bit smaller. But I need to work these out first before I can get the pattern out. I have all the instructions for the two. I'm only doing a 16 and an 18-inch on that pattern, with putting the little bonnet and the little hat and the booties and the mittens on as well. I may do another pattern later on for the larger sizes, but put them into one pattern from a 20-inch upwards. But this one's only going to be 16 and 18, and once I do these two little booties, I can work out get the correct size little booties. I'll be able to work it into the PDF and get it out for testing first, and then when I get the results in for the testing, I'll be able to put it out for sale. So that's, I can do anything I want. I'm not, the only actual order I have is a little white one that I'm doing for my friend. The rest is just ones I'm doing myself that I want to, anything I want to knit or crochet, like this thing here I've just finished. I've just put a little bit of video on my crochet channel to show that this is all finished now, and I'm using it on the side of my couch. But I'm also experimenting with my laptop. I've turned my table around a little bit. I'm trying to get it so that the back of the laptop is facing the window, because I do have a lot of trouble with how this going light and dark. You know, it comes up bright and then it goes down dark, and I think it could be to do with the light. Even sideways, I'm getting the light coming in onto the screen, and I think that's what's affecting it. I wished I could put my little couch where these things are over here. I have a table, but further along there are 3 cupboard doors. One's like, you know, for your tank, your water tank, and the other 2 are like for clothes and things. And the space before the first door starts is just a little bit shorter than this couch, so I can't put this couch. I would like to put the couch on that wall, but I could put it, I think, at a certain angle where the door starts, I could put it and it would come across at an angle a bit. And that means when I had my table with my computer, I'll just turn the table around to show you what I mean. I would be able to turn the table like that so that the back of the computer is facing the window and I won't get the light shining on the screen. I'm not sure whether that's what affects what makes it go light and dark and that, but it's so annoying, you know, that this is a very expensive laptop and I bought it for the sole purpose to do my videos, and I can't do that. I've been having to use my tablet because of the way the light goes on it. If you have a sudden change of light outside, if the sun disappears or comes out or something, it affects the screen on this computer. It's an auto brightness thing that you can't do anything about. But anyway, like I said, I'm trying to get some of this little booty knitted. It'll not take long once I start doing it. I've just pulled the other one out that I knit, and I'm using the same wool to knit the booty up again. But I started my own cardigan last night. That's as much as I'd done because it was quite late when I started. I thought, you know, I don't have to worry about doing the tutorial for one of the sleeves because both sleeves are the same. So I'm just going to knit this sleeve, and then I'll do the tutorial for the second sleeve. I'll have all the instructions written down. I won't have to work anything out for the second sleeve. I'll have all the instructions written down where I can just read off and tell you what to do for the second sleeve. So there won't be any more of this tutorial up until I finish this sleeve, and then I can start on the other sleeve. Because being two sleeves both the same, I don't need to wait until I don't need to do the tutorial for the first one. I can wait until I knit this one, and that's what I'm doing with that one. So I'll have that one however long it takes me, but I'm doing that of a night time. Then I'm going to carry on with doing the little things I've been doing, but I do need to do some more crochet things like bags and yarn bowls and that. I need to do some more yarn bowls because they were quite popular when I started doing them. I haven't done any for a while. And crocheting maybe some more it's behind me. My little bags like this one's got all my hooks in, I think. Yes, I did have this one. I was going to sell this one. I had it up for sale actually. But then I thought it's a little bit bigger. I don't know whether I've got my other one in here. Oh yes, I have. I put some other things in. That was a little one I had before for my hooks. And as you can see, it's quite a bit bigger than that one. This one is quite a bit bigger. And I did have some newer hooks that were too big for that little bag. Like these ones like that are quite long. So I did have it for sale on eBay, but I took it off again. Now I'm keeping it for myself, which is what I've done. I've took it off in case somebody bought it. But you know, I put a little video of this, showing this up on, I put whatever I make up on Instagram, and it automatically goes onto Facebook. And I had 2 messages straight away as soon as I put it up, wanting me to PM them, and I don't know why they wanted me to PM, whether they thought I was selling them or making them or selling that. But I come to comment on one and told them that, you know, all I have to do, anybody could crochet them, all I have to do is measure the arm of the couch and go from there, you work it out from there. But that one of those comments has disappeared now, so I don't know whether it was somebody thought I was selling it, but I'm not selling it. I'm just doing it. It's for my own use. It's not something you can just make and sell because not all the arms of couches are all the same size. And mine, if I move my thing back, you can see it's a different shape. It's not a straight, like, like a straight square up and down. It's like, or in like an arch going down there on mine. So they're all different. Yeah. It's easy enough to do. All I did was, I think I started with, I'm not sure exactly how many stitches. I've tried to count them across, but I think I had about 46 stitches. I think I just did a chain and kept putting it across here until it was about the right length, till I thought I wanted the right length. And then I measured from here round the other side was 26. I think I thought at first about 27, but I only done 26 inches because you didn't want it right down, or it would go down below the cushion, there. So once you put things in, they get a little bit weight on, they would drop down a little bit. So I thought 26 inches. That's all I crocheted, just double crochet all around there. And then when I finished the piece, I crocheted around the whole edge of the whole lot. And then I picked the stitches up on one side of the front here. I'll move back again if you can see the front there. I picked up the stitches on the front and I crocheted across to the other side and stitched it down on the other side. And then I picked the stitches up again to make this pocket thing on here and just crocheted. I crocheted over the top, to neaten up the top and that there. And then I just picked up the stitches for this bit down the bottom. I just picked up less. I think I picked up 44 stitches because I didn't want it, because I was going to do around an edge stitch on each of it. And so I crocheted. I picked up about 44 stitches and crocheted up till it was just about an inch shorter than where this one comes to there. And then just crocheted, and then I joined it, stitched the edge down on both sides there, and that's it. There's nothing to it. So I don't know why there was two people wanted me to PM them, but I wasn't PMing them because I don't know what they wanted, but whatever they wanted, they were getting. I've covered my couch over my wire for my computer. I'll move it out of the way. So that's all there was to it. So that, at least that's that finished, but I may make a one for the other side of my couch, do another one, because it's come in quite handy actually for, I've got my notebooks and patterns. I haven't got my phone in the side there because I have it on charging at the moment, but I can keep it in there because I do put it down in places and I can never find it. It's the same with anything. I have the spare pair of glasses in there as well that I do use sometimes when I'm trying to read something close up on I have to get too close to the computer. And then it was an afterthought actually putting all the needles. I was going to make a piece just to stick on the wall and put all my circular needles in because I had them over maybe you can see the thing on my that thing there. I could put my finger the opposite way to where it looks on there. That's what I do my tutorials on, and I had all of those things on there hanging over that thing, and every time I knocked it, half of them fell off. So that was an afterthought after I'd done that, and I thought, oh, that'll come in handy. I'll be able to just stick the circular needles in there and the long piece just hang over the side. But I've got a lot more circular. This is just a few of them. I have a lot of other ones with plastic cable things and that, like the wooden ones and all that. I could put them on the other side if I put another one on the other side. So I may do that on the other side of my couch as well. So that's just a little bit today. And hopefully I'm going to get this little booty finished, and then I'll have to knit another one for the smaller size to make sure I have that one right as well. Write the instructions down, and then I'll start writing the PDF out and start getting the pattern out because I've had a lot of people keep asking me for it. And I put a picture up whenever I knit anything. I always put a picture up when I finished it on Instagram, and it automatically goes onto Facebook. I don't put it on Facebook myself; it automatically goes from Instagram to Facebook. And the last time I put a pattern up with this particular pattern on. Now I have seen this, the actual stitch on this is not a stitch I made up. It came off I think it was a Peter Gregory pattern, but it was a chunky pattern and it started at 22 inches. That was where I got the actual stitch from, but I worked the pattern out myself for smaller 16 inch, from a 16 inch. And I've worked all the instructions out myself for it. And I put a picture up on Facebook and telling everyone it was my pattern, that I had made that pattern to fit that stitch. I got a lot of comments, everyone liked it, and someone put a comment, I'm going like, all they put up was, like as though they didn't believe that was my pattern. That annoyed me. Because there is quite a lot, and you look on Pinterest, there is quite a lot of little cardigans and that I've seen with that pattern on, but they all seem to be a V-neck one, where I'm doing a button-up one. So I don't know whether they think I've stolen somebody's pattern, but I haven't. It's my own pattern. I work things out of my head. I do not have to copy other people's. So I don't know who. I didn't recognise the name of the person that put it up. It must be just somebody that happened to see it on Facebook and didn't believe that I made that pattern myself. But I'm not bothered because I know I did. Not the stitch, the actual instructions for the pattern. So that's my bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe. I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.